What's up? It's the GameBro back for another review. If you're one of my remaining subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. Glad I can count on you. Definitely surprised we've made it this far into the cycle here of games and reviews. I never thought this would have got off the ground, but here we are. So let's get into it. Today we're fucking doing Musha. Nice. This is a vertical scrolling shooter developed by Compile, another one of those legendary developers. It was published by Toplin in Japan and Seismic in North America. It was released in Japan December 21st, 1990, and the following year that I don't have a date for. So this is another entry in the LS series by Compile. Your player takes the role of Terry, a pilot who gets in a mech suit with advanced weapons called the Musha, or Metallic Uniframe Super Hybrid Armor. And this bitch is sent to fight the Dire 51 supercomputer that started attacking Earth in 2290, made by humans. Shocking, where have I heard that fucking story before? This is my first jump into the 16-bit era, Genesis, Mega Drive reviews anyway. I've played a shitload of them before. But the way this game was built up to be, this is the Summit Girl, or this is definitely the Al-Qaeda pilot that was going after the Twin Towers. He was promised 30 virgins, but that clearly did not happen when he died. Musha was designed in less than a year by a young Compile team. This went a different way from the other games, more in a Japanese aesthetic, with a pretty sick soundtrack for the console too. Sounds pretty good. One of the stages uses the Genesis vertical parallax scrolling capabilities from the nerd department. That's pretty fucking impressive. Programmer Yuichi Toyama worked with sound programmer Masanabu to modulate frequency when enemies or whatever moved around on and off the screen to create a Doppler effect. You know, blast processing. It's got what nerds crave. Now the soundtrack's pretty badass. It goes with the flow of the game pretty well. I guess you call it speed metal, how it's described. But kind of goes with it. Fits the aesthetic of the game very well. Definitely one of the best parts of the game. I love the opening noises and how the menu music starts. That sounds really cool. Kind of sets the tone for the game. But to me, it doesn't really deliver as it should during the rest of the gameplay. But how does it play, man? Because that's what you're here for. That's what you want to watch this for. You get your typical upgrade system, similar to like a Gradius. You know, you hit the coins, you get your tokens, you add some shit. Every so many of those tokens you get that little like ship that you can kind of set them to go in different directions. You can have him flank you, you can have him circle you, you can have him follow enemies and do your dirty work for you, as you'll see in a stage later in this game where I kind of just sit off to the side and make this little bitch do my work for me. Kind of like how I do my real job. Not really. I'm that bitch. While someone else sits and watches me work. But that's for another channel. I really like the green one. As you know, I fucking love lasers. Lasers look cool. They fill the screen. They waste fucking enemies. They shoot this bitch in the face for some reason with those little cat paws that she's got. And she turns into like an evil bitch later as you see her face start to change. Kind of like a lot of the women I've known in my life. But that's also a story for another channel or another review if we get into some other weird stuff, or do a podcast talking about life experiences, as all hobbies gravitate towards these days. But back to the game.
Wasabi.
Game. Level design. Maybe that's kind of where this game loses me a little bit. It definitely feels way too drawn out.
Yeah, wasabi.
Wasabi! Per level. I think there's 7 stages. You don't see them all here in this review. Long plays of this game are up over about an hour.
Wasabi.
Wasabi! Or something like that. That's some bullshit. I want the game to be faster than that. I want the game to feel quicker. I don't want to have to go through 4 minutes of just scrolling nonsense to get to a boss.
Wasabi. 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 Wasabi.
Boss that I'm going to waste really fast because the bosses die very fast. It's not too challenging. The challenging part is getting to the fucking boss battles. You know, I want to be able to say, oh shit, fucking boss battle after 30 seconds of wasting these peasant enemies. Kind of like the foreplay of unboxing this game, getting all aroused, wanting to play it. And then you don't want to be playing this game for a fucking hour. You don't want to be humping away and thrusting, getting all sweaty and gross and questioning your skills before that. You want to play for about 30 seconds. You want to get your shit off. You don't really care about the console or her. You just want to finish. And that goes for any game. Or a woman. And the bosses themselves are not that impressive looking. They're kind of like some generic Japanese stuff from, I'm sure, some tale or book that dates to hundreds of years ago. But you're left with a pretty average, maybe better than average game here. Not the 10 you were promised. This isn't Jennifer Aniston. This is that other bitch from Friends that no one really gave a shit about. Maybe the Lisa Kudrow. I don't know. Maybe some people that is a 10. Maybe some people that's unapproachable. I'm not really sure. Maybe you don't go there at all. Maybe you don't like blondes. I'm not here to judge you. Man, it's up to you. And this game does have a pretty fucking absurd price tag, as I think I paid $300 for it. It does have a nice label. Loose. So be prepared to spend a fuck ton on it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're still watching, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Be sure to look for new videos. Every shirt you buy, every vid you like, every single share, every time you care, I'll be beating it. Later.